Hello and welcome back to Heartbaked with Carver's Route. We are now on to the last episode of this route. And we've won his heart. We kissed in front of a whole bunch of people. And now we are going out with each other. So let's see what this ending has brought us, shall we? Say ah. Oh god. Oh god. Come on, say it. Your arms are too short to do it by yourself. Let me help you. Shut up. He gave me a grudging look, but after a moment, more fidgeting, opened his mouth. I fed him a piece of the strawberry shortcake, and he closed his mouth over the fork, looking up at me with reddening cheeks. Dating Carver was, well, it was pretty much how I imagined it would be. We still teased each other all the time. We still argued, and since the festival yesterday, I've already had to clean my kitchen because of a massive food fight. It totally was not my fault. Carver just had one of those faces that screams, "Throw a piece of pie at me!" I giggled and getting more of the shortcake and trying it myself. It's not bad. I folded my arms across my chest. Just not bad. Better than your first attempt. Those shortcakes you made for the festival were terrible. I was a little distracted that day, thank you very much. I pointed the fork at him and he chuckled, catching my wrist and stroking his thumb over my palm. I remember. I turned, starting to put the ingredients away as a happy flush heated my cheeks. For a pancake, he really does have a nice smile. Carver had some more of the cake while I tidied up a bit, strongly resisting the urge to flick some flour at him. I knew he'd take it as a challenge, and I was not in a cleaning mood. More a making out mood. I turned to ask Carver when he wanted to head home, and blinked upon seeing him reading from my grandmother's recipe book. I'd started adding in my own recipes at the end, but he wasn't on any of those pages. He was reading... So this is the cake you were talking about? Yeah. It was sort of awkward. We hadn't really talked about Heartbaked since the festival with everything that happened. I sort of wanted to just put it behind me. It wasn't my proudest moments. Weak. I hope he wasn't still upset. Well, too upset. He'd be crazy if he weren't at least a little. I blinked when suddenly a grin broke out across his lips. What? Huh. What's so funny? He looked over at me, leaning against the counter. Did you seriously think you were going to make me fall in love with you in 10 days? Hey, When he put it like that, it did sound a little ridiculous. He laughed some more, walking over to me and resting his hands on my sides, squeezing lightly. Shut up, pipsqueak. So it wasn't a very well thought out plan. Don't worry, Bee. You've got all the time in the world to make me love you. My cheeks reddened at the teasing tone in his voice and the proximity, and I leaned down to connect our lips, mostly to get him to shut up. Okay, not mostly, but it was definitely part of the reason. His hand slid around my back, and I wrapped my arms around his shoulders, leaning into him a little. Pardon me. Ah! Carver and I jumped apart upon noticing the shepherd who had walked in, our faces strawberry-colored. How did you get in here? Carver, I thought I told you to lock the door. It's your shop. Lock your own door. My apologies if I interrupted anything. If, he said. I was unable to help glaring, rocking back on my heels. What do you want, Ben? Well, there was some bread left over that wasn't sold, and... Really? Can't you handle this yourself? I was wondering if it might be permissible if I returned home with them. Of course, I understand if you would like to dock my pay, the appropriate amount for the... It's fine, take them. Are you certain? I just have to make more tomorrow anyway. Thank you. Both of us waited, but Benjamin lingered, idly looking around my kitchen. Did he really need it to be spelled out for him? Don't you have some bread to collect or something? Yes, although I don't know why you'd ask. You were just here for the conversation. Ben, I'm trying to spend time with my girlfriend. Yes, I can see that. Alone. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Benjamin's so slow. Benjamin nodded to us and then retreated back the way he'd come. From my shop, I heard a soft bah and then sighed, resigning myself to cleaning up hoof prints from the floor later. Carver rolled his eyes, shaking his head. I swear one day I will teach him how to interact with people. I couldn't help but laugh a little, walking over and flicking the back of his head. I think you have a monumental task ahead of you. He turned and looked up at me. As much as I teased him about his height, it sort of suited him. He lifted a hand, resting it on the back of my neck. Get down here. I giggled, doing as requested, and leaning down to his level, locking our lips again. Pastry god, maybe you were looking out for me after all. Ending number 3. The Great Bee and the Magnificent Carver. Aw, I'd put your name in there. That's cute. The Great Bee and the Magnificent Carver. And then we'll go through the credits again. Enjoy. Whew, and there we go. Another route done and completed, which means we only have one route left, everybody. We have gotten Carver here, we've gotten Benjamin here, and now all we need is Radley right here, and we will have completed every single route. Now, hopefully, I actually am good with Radley. Maybe I just chose the wrong people to start out with, or maybe I'm just bad at romance. I don't know people's hearts. I don't know how to romance people. But anyway, so yes. I'll see you guys for the next route. And you know the drill. Have a great weekend, a good week, and good night.